Hi there, this is David and welcome to 5 things that you need to know before starting up Strangers of Paradise. I've been playing this game for a while now, and actually, I had a lot more fun with it than I thought that I would. But the learning curve can be pretty high. So, I thought that it would be fun to share with you 5 things that will really help you out and provide a much smoother experience for your game. So, sit back, relax, as I go ahead and share them all with you. Number 1. Know what you're getting yourself into. First and foremost, you really need to know what kind of game this is, because if you think that this is simply a retelling of Final Fantasy I's story, you're in for a rude awakening. I mean, it does kind of use it as a skeleton, but that's it. I'm not going to spoil anything here, but former adversaries are now allies. Many characters just don't appear at all. You get the crystals in an entirely different order. There aren't 4 Warriors of Light, and towns are just a thing of the past. And that's only to name a few. With all that being said though, the story itself is almost kind of non-existent too. I found myself learning more about the world by reading the messages on the loading screen than actually watching the cutscenes themselves. I mean, it's really much more of a game in the vein of, say, Diablo or Dark Souls, than a traditional Final Fantasy. So, do keep in mind that there is a free demo out there to try it if you are unsure. Number 2. Check your equipment's job affinity. This one actually took me an embarrassingly long time to realize, but many pieces of equipment have a job affinity associated with them, which will not only increase your power with the said job, but, more importantly, allow your party to gain job experience for the many other jobs that are available. For example, if you're a knight and you have pieces of equipment with a thief affinity on you, then you're going to gain job levels for both the knight and the thief. This is a really good way to gain lots of job points for Jack, since he's the only one that you really have to focus on. Also, it can be a godsend for job planning and mastering too. So, let's say that you get a job up to like level 28 out of 30 possible levels. You're more than likely just going to max it out passively by carefully placing your equipment. And while we're on that topic, here's number 3. Plan your job path in advance. The job system works a tad bit differently here. You don't just get a bunch of jobs at the beginning and then work your way through them. Instead, you have to advance through a skill tree to unlock the future jobs. Think something like Final Fantasy Tactics, and then you'll kind of understand. Because of that, you really do need to plan out your path in advance so that you don't waste a ton of time. So if you have no intention whatsoever of making Jack into a sage, for example, then don't waste any time in the mage job class at all. Essentially, you're going to have to work your way through 2 basic jobs to unlock an advanced job. Then, once you master 2 advanced jobs, an expert job will then unlock. So, just to get to that 1 expert job, you're going to have to go through 5 preliminary jobs first. That being said, I would implore you to look up a job chart and then plan your route in advance and get those expert jobs. But this really doesn't apply to Jack's partners, so let's talk about them. Number 4. Make the most of your partners. Well, in Final Fantasy I, each party member was controlled by you, and they all contributed equally to your success. Here, not so much. However, I have found some ways to make the most of them. And first off, while this might sound cruel, ignore Neon. She gets the worst jobs by far, and ignoring her allows you to put more job points into Jed Nash. Then, once their advanced jobs unlock, go ahead and upgrade them, no matter where you are in their basic one. Also, give them the best equipment that you can, but only focus on the 3 jobs that they can actually learn. Also, in the harder fights, be sure to use the L and the R buttons to make them actually fight all out. Much later on, whenever Sophia becomes available, I did choose to replace Jed with her. Ash as a Berserker was fantastic, and then Sophia's Black Mage just blew up the battlefield, because in this game, a good offense is paramount. And number 5, be prepared. Finally, before you go on a mission, you're going to want to check that your average equipment level is no more than 5 levels lower than the mission level. especially on the harder difficulties. If this can't be done, you can utilize a smithy. And don't forget that you can disassemble unused weaponry to create crafting components so that the blacksmith can upgrade your weapons. Then, for further leveling, anima shards, as well as rare equipment, side missions become available after each main mission story. They are completely optional, but they'll help round out your party and then enable you to tackle harder bosses to come. And always, if worse comes to worse, don't forget that you can use your anima shards to automatically raise up your job levels. So, that's it for 5 things that you need to know before starting up Strangers of Paradise. What do you wish that you knew before you began the game? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video and what I do here on the channel, please consider heading on over to Twitch for streaming fun, checking out Patreon for exclusive videos and early access to my content, or coming over to my Discord to chat and hang out. The links to them all can be found in the video description. This has been David, and if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.